button is hit.
Magic
is happening. What's that?
It's a couple of basketball games on our agenda today.
A couple of basketball games?
Well, just one really big one.
Oh, Saturday?
No. Earlier this week when the number one team got beat.
Oh, I'll scratch that in.
Oh my goodness. It's a toss. We're going to fight this one so I can already tell.
Howdy, friends. Welcome into Bacon in Your Mailbox on this Thursday, February the 10th, 2022. This is show number 143 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Greg Milby, community storyteller. Jana Clark, community fanatic. And apparently an Arkansas Razorback fanatic, wanting to talk about Arkansas basketball in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. But all right.
But what a game. Tell me you weren't cheering for Arkansas.
I didn't watch the game.
Great.
When was it? Tuesday?
We were friends. It was Tuesday? Though?
Yeah, I can't remember what I was doing.
It came on at 7:00. Went into overtime. The largest crowd to ever watch a basketball game in Bud Walton Arena. The first time that they've beat a number one team in Bud Walton Arena, and it was phenomenal.
It was big. Pop's happy about it.
Oh my gosh. I literally, when he texted, I wanted to text him at halftime, but I was scared that I would jinx it. And so I didn't, but I wanted to, but he kept texting me.
Yeah. I'm not even going to wait to put up the first post thing there. Jay Hobbs morning and the very next comment. How about those Razorbacks?
Jay, what a game.
Yeah. Good deal. Congratulations to him. I needed that.
I'm still a little excited about it. Yeah.
I can see that.
I know.
See that. It's not from the excessive amount of coffee because Jana, show them your coffee you've got today.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
I have it turned the wrong way. I don't know how to do this. So I realized when I got to the office that I left my coffee supply that I was going to restock my office with at home. But one of these were in the fridge and I don't think it's expired. So I'm drinking it.
Growing up, Jana, we didn't worry about that whole expiration date thing as much as people do now.
No. And listen, it's not a concern at my house because my children don't even come close to letting things expire.
Yeah.
I don't ever look at dates at my house because the way teenage boys eat.
I kind of roll my eyes when somebody I've heard somebody mention before that their salt went past its expiration date. The salt has been around for millions of years. Why are you concerned about a date on the back of it?
Right. I tell my kids, unless it's medicine, go ahead and try it and see.
Yeah. Sniff it. Do the sniff test.
Oh, I hate that, especially if it's milk and it's not good.
Yeah. You got to take one for the team. All right. So, Bacon in Your Mailbox getting started. We will big shout out to our buddy.
Good morning, Greg.
Yeah. Nadia, we're going to have to get a little more excited one from him.
It just melts my heart though.
I know it. Love that boy. Morning, Carter Blankenship. Hopefully you're having a great day at school and are watching this in the afternoon, just beaming from ear to ear that you had a wonderful day. Good morning to Shane Crutcher. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Smokey Bear's
is
boss.
Shane at the beach, or is he just wishing he was, I wonder?
Is he at the beach? Is that what his graphics say? I would say he's not at the beach.
Okay. I mean, he could be. He doesn't have to ask your permission to go, does he?
He didn't even have to ask Smokey Bear's permission. He's Smokey Bear's boss.
There you go.
He says he is live from D.C.
Oh, well, okay.
Glad to have him with us. So, Bacon in Your Mailbox weather forecast, nothing shabby like we had before. Times the clouds and sun, 48, 30 tonight, and sunny to partly sunny tomorrow, and 59. I'll take that.
59? Shut the front door.
Well, you can almost open the front door, Jana, not shut it.
Crack the window. Sit outside.
So some numbers for the day. I've been doing this on my radio show, and I thought these are worth sharing. Just takes a second. That way you can bring it up at the dinner table, kind of like bacon bits at the end. As before I hit the numbers, some of the things we'll talk about today. We'll talk about Dolly Parton quickly. We'll talk about, of course, the Super Bowl. We'll talk about events that are coming up in the community. Valentine's Day, Wordle, the best words to use, and some new variations that are coming out. Also, we might mention exercise. And do you know what a wine punt is?
A wine what?
Punt.
Punt?
Like in football, punt.
A wine punt? Is that where somebody kicks the ball of wine and I catch it and drink it?
It's not, but you will know by the end of this show what a wine punt is. So there you go. All right.
Fire away, man.
Here we go. Number for the day, 717 million.
I have more brain cells than that.
That is the number of rubber bands ordered by the U.S. Postal Service each year.
That's funny.
717 million rubber bands.
That's a lot of rubber bands.
It's a lot. 120. That is the years it would take a person to type all 59 million words in the Oxford Dictionary.
Wait, then tell 120 years?
120 years. That's what it would take you to type all those words.
So I thought they were going to be connected. I thought you were going to say 120 years to make all those rubber bands into the biggest rubber band ball you have ever seen.
We can change that. Nobody can fact check that.
I'm with you now. Okay.
Yeah, nobody can fact check that. So let's go with that. I'll change that. So good stuff. Events that are happening this weekend. There are a few that I want to mention. The farmers market having their second in the series of their winter farmers market. And we'll say good morning to Allison Shepard, her lovely hubby. How's that for like a Kevin Bacon game? Her lovey hubby. Big sexy, as I call him, Doug Shepard, the big dog over at the Hardin County Cooperative Extension Office. And that just happens to be where the farmers market is having their winter marketplace number 2 this weekend.
Perfect. And don't let winter fool you here. There's good stuff. Like, go.
A lot of vendors.
The more we the more we get.
Yep. 9 to 1 is your opportunity on Saturday if you want to do that over there.
No snow, no ice. Go.
Yep. Get on that. Enjoy that. Some of the other things that are going on, Beauty and the Beast. North Hardin is producing that. Their drama club producing Beauty and the Beast Saturday and Sunday at the Pack. 7:00 on Saturday, 3:00 on Sunday, $5.
$5 for Beauty and the Beast. And what a great little Valentine's Day outing.
Yeah.
It's a love story after all.
I like Beauty and the Beast.
Me too.
It's a good one. BBT next week on Tuesday night of next week, they are having their comedy night, E-Town Comedy Night.
You signed up?
Yeah, I got jokes. I got jokes for hours. Actually, I take the back. Next Wednesday night is the comedy night.
I got jokes for about a minute.
Yeah.
But listen, it is fun to watch. I've only been to one of them, and I don't even know if it was at BBT, but it is because you get to hear different people, and so the sets are kind of short, which is fun. There's breaks in between. It really is a good night.
Yep. So that starts 7:00 next Wednesday night, February the 16th. You can enjoy that.
Perfect.
And then the Startup Garden. Have you done any of those yet?
No.
Yeah, the Startup Garden. It's to kind of learn more about starting up a business, that kind of thing. It is next Wednesday as well, in the middle of the day, and you can get information on that on my website, Kentucky'sHeartland.com.
So if you've been thinking about it and you just want some more info, you're not committing to anything. You're just gaining knowledge, getting to know a couple of people. So check it out.
Right. Jay Hobbs, look at this. Yes. Speaking of jokes. Yeah. I mean, we should at some point bring back pirate joke.
Haven't we told them all?
We've done 143 shows. We can start again.
Listen, we would have to recycle some because I was getting down to where none of them were funny.
I'll dig around and I'll start digging around. We'll see what we can find out.
All right.
And Allison says, don't forget Abraham Lincoln's birthday is Saturday.
It is.
It's important. Honest Abe. I was supposed to go to their luncheon that they have, but I can't. I've got other things that are pressing that I've got to take care of. So
you got to get in the car with that son and make sure he's not driving all crazy. Oh, how about that? You should share that. I want to understand the level of anxiety with your second, the one that you could never imagine behind a wheel actually doing it.
So Garrett got his driver's license early in the week. I think it was Tuesday.
Wow.
I had a hard time with Gavin. And I'm having a really hard time with Garrett too. There is something about, taking the training wheels off You know, the
Oh,
first time you teach your kids to ride a bike, there's something there. You don't want them to get hurt, but then
right.
that's a whole other level of anxiety. And I think that is probably the most anxious that I have ever been, are those 2 moments. And I'm still very anxious. He wanted to go to, he takes voice lessons and they have youth
Yep.
dramatics for
Yep.
that he goes to. He drove there on Tuesday. I followed him all the way on Life 360.
Of course you did.
And then he got dinner in between the two
Right.
things.
Right.
He made a good choice on where to go out on Poplar and come back
Yeah.
out by Helmwood.
Yes.
I followed that. So when he got to ECTC, I said, nice choice. Nice choice going down Poplar to St. John.
That poor kid.
It'll get better. And he knows that. And I was honest with him. I told him, I said, man, dude, this is the hardest thing that I've ever had to do.
Well, at least you're honest about it, and you're not cracking the whip. You're trying to, and he understands. I mean, though our kids are like, oh, don't worry about me. Like, they get it, he'll be great.
Now I know what the bird feels like when she shoves the baby bird out of the nest.
Yeah, right. But I have always thought, like, Jackson's doing college planning and trying to choose scholarships. And to me, I'm like, should I be more crazed about this? But I think it's because I know that my younger one is kind of the crutch. I think I will be a lot more freaked out when the youngest one, the last one, is doing that stuff, because there won't be anybody behind him to catch my fall, right?
It's still the same anxiety. Well, as far as the driver's license, it's the same anxiety. Now, Gabbett and going to college, that was a little different. I wasn't as anxious. I guess it's different with each person.
Sure.
But this driving thing, because, focus, and you're worried about other drivers, and don't even get me started on people running red lights. I mean, there is a lot in play there. So it'll get better. We'll see. I mean, he's going to drive the wheels off that vehicle, I think, right now, which it's okay. We've accounted for that. And I mean, it's almost like he's driving a go-kart anyway. So it's not like it's going to cost us a ton of money for fuel, but he drove to church last night, and a friend of theirs from church wanted to go get ice cream. I'm like, sure. So
I know
he did that.
Good.
We're working through it. It'll be fine. And you know what? I didn't even console myself in bourbon.
There you go. Well, because you were watching Live 360. So if you saw him take a wrong turn, you were prepared to jump in your car.
Exactly.
And if you had been having a drink, you couldn't have done that. And so
exactly.
you him. And
that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay says that his kid is, 5 hours away and will lose 2 at one time next year. One kid is. Yeah.
Hey.
It's rough. Yeah. It's a rough deal. So reasons to celebrate today. We missed National Pizza Day yesterday.
I know. So fab.
That was a big one. Did you know Radcliffe has a retro Pizza Hut?
Like an old, you know what? Someone told me that.
I saw that yesterday. Somebody posted. I'm going.
I think it's on the left, almost to Knox. Yeah.
And they've remodeled the thing to be retro.
To look like the old ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the lamps and all.
If they have that centipede game, the tabletop game there, you may see me every night up there.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'll have to go check that out, the old retro version of that.
It's fun.
So yesterday was Pizza Day. Today is Flannel Day.
Oh, man, I wish I'd known.
It's a little on the warmer side, I think, for flannel.
That's all right.
Today is also Teddy Day.
Teddy is in Teddy Bear?
Yes. The Teddy Bear was named after President Theodore Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, I was just making sure that's what you said.
It is also Umbrella Day today.
Oh, well, don't put those up.
Yeah. And
especially inside.
A parasol is what it's actually called. I don't know how the umbrella thing came up. So
I think parasols are for sun and umbrellas are for rain.
Look at you.
I might be wrong. That's just
you're right. Right down here below that in some notations is that exact thing. It's almost like you're cheating on my sheet, like it's high school again.
Can't see it. Yeah. I'm just along for the ride. I don't really manage this thing.
Hi, Shirley.
Hey,
neighbor Shirley watching today. So moving on, Dolly Parton.
Yes.
Can we just talk about how everybody should love Dolly Parton? And
if they don't, they're wrong. Yeah.
I love Dolly. Love her spirit. Love what she stands for. Comes from little, has a lot, but doesn't flaunt a lot. Well, okay, she does. There's certain things that, never mind. But Dolly is a gem.
Oh,
Singer, great actress, entrepreneur, Dollywood, philanthropist,
oh, for sure.
national treasure. One of those celebrities nearly everybody likes, and why not?
Why not?
So in addition to giving us hit songs, hit movies, launching charities, even donating millions of bucks for COVID vaccine research, Dolly is doing something nobody expected her to do.
What is Dolly doing?
She is covering college education for her Dollywood theme park employees. No matter if you're a full-timer or part-timer that works one day or 4 hours a week.
I mean, shut the front door on that one.
That's big.
It's huge.
So the new program announced this week allows for 100% of coverage of tuition and books. And in most cases, employees of Dollywood and the resorts will be eligible for the tuition program on their very first day of employment.
I love it. I love that.
I think it's great. Got to love Dolly. Putting her money where her mouth is.
Best recruitment program I have ever heard about.
Yeah. So I wanted to make sure we mentioned Dolly and that cool stuff.
Love
So
it.
Valentine's Day around the corner.
Yes.
I have an interview coming up that I'm going to release later today with Kristen at the Cute Little Shop.
Oh, she's like Cupid herself.
Breaking down, because our office, people call it the Cute Little Office above that Cute Little Shop.
Oh, that's funny. I haven't ever done that, but I'm going to now.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm like, really? We could have had like some kind of manly like part store in there or something. But anyway, so we're going to talk about that because there's no excuse for me not to have a good Valentine's gift because they're downstairs. It's literally downstairs.
True.
So I'll post a video about that. But Valentine's Day, we mentioned that it's not super important in your house.
No, Mitch and I go out to lunch sometimes, but we don't really, maybe a card. I don't know.
It is
20 of them. I mean, it's kind of, what it is.
It is the lowest rated holiday.
Interesting.
Because it's a card holiday. Not everybody has a significant other right now.
Right.
And
Right.
There's a
Those
lot.
people. So it's either bromance. If you don't have a cutie or a sweetheart, it could be bromance day. It could be Galentine day. It could be buddy day. Like there's all, just hang out with somebody that you don't not despise.
And the Valentine's folks can't get upset about it because Valentine's Day is an made-up holiday anyway.
True.
Let somebody else make up whatever they want about it.
That's true. And is it weird? So here's my head too. It's on a Monday, and it's the day after the Super Bowl. It's kind of a non-day.
Or you have to have extra effort to make sure you remember it.
Or so they should just do a little something on Saturday and then Super Bowl, and then Monday just rest.
Yeah. And we'll talk about Super Bowl here in a minute with some of that. But according to this research, 8 in 10 people would rather spend Valentine's Day at home than head out to dinner or do any of that stuff.
I'm one of those. Yeah. And I always want to go out.
Right. And gifts, either go big or don't go anywhere.
But the most common, like I heard like a few months ago that flowers were going to be killer outrageously expensive and not going to be worth it and don't do it and all that stuff. But people will still, like you'll still walk into a florist this weekend and there'll be like oodles and gads of things for you to choose from.
Yeah. Now, we make the joke of at the very last minute, you can't go into 5-star and pick up beef jerky or something off the counter or iPhone powered cord or something.
Right.
It's not. Right. But I did find a special gift for Valentine's Day. And I'm not, if you like unique gifts,
let's hear it.
Beef jerky underwear.
I may have just thrown up in my mouth.
You can find them on homemade products on in a section of Etsy.
Stop it.
These are legit. You can buy these. How much do you think these beef jerky underwear?
I think someone should have to pay me $100 to even be looking at them.
Because as a guy, I love how they bedazzled them.
Oh,
but that can't be comfortable to wear. I know that's the last thing you were thinking of, so I had to go there first.
Right.
Because they're in They put effort in. They're intended to be worn, and there are pictures of people wearing them, and I'm not sharing them on this program.
Wow. There's even like grommets and, a little string through them to add a little, and then, the bedazzle. Whew, that just makes it scary.
$225.
No way.
$225 for some beef jerky underbritches. I
Listen, to each his own.
If I were to buy those for Jennifer,
Yeah.
then the expectation is there for me to wear those.
Yes. Well, so instead of just showing the picture, I think you should just hold them up. Just hold yours up so we can see them.
They're not here yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I love beef jerky.
Well, that.
They're just like a belt. What happened? I got hungry. I
did. Oh my.
And then you got to worry about where they returned, because if you don't want to waste the beef jerky.
No, there is no and then. There's no and then to this story. There's not.
Okay, because you return them, and then somebody returns them, and you get them, and you're like, "Oh, I'm hungry." You go, "Yeah, they're." So there's a couple other Valentine's stories that I thought is good, and one of those is related locally. We go to Lexington, the Lexington Humane Society. They're having their annual Valentine's smear campaign.
Oh, I read about this.
If you have a pesky ex or an old flame that you'd like to give the final push off to, backed by popular demand.
Yeah.
The Kentucky Animal Shelter is once again offering a chance to express your disgust for your ex. Until the 15th of this month, you can get your ex's name inscribed in an adoptable cat's litter box in exchange for a $10 donation. But here, I love it that no full names allowed, because we have class.
Right. No full names. Pet names. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. I like it.
There was a place, I don't know, I don't think it was here, but I don't remember, that one of those axe throwing places somewhere that you could show up with your ex's face and they would let you tack it to the thing on Valentine's Day and pay extra to throw an axe. Axe your ex. They called it Axe Your Ex. And I thought that was kind of funny, but the litter box thing, that's a little over the top.
I like it. But hey, you know what? They're making money. So, and then I'm trying to figure out how I even go with this story. I mean,
I'm scared of it already, just with your pause.
So a United Kingdom zoo.
Okay.
They called in the big guns to get their monkeys some sexual healing.
Stop.
A Marvin Gaye impersonator doing his best to get the primates in the mood. They hired a Marvin Gaye impersonator at the Trentham Monkey Forest in England. It's mating season there. I don't know if you were up on the primates mating seasons, but it's mating season.
Marvin Gaye for monkeys?
They hired the singer to perform some classic Marvin Gaye hits, including Let's Get It On. David Largy is the man doing the serenading inside the zoo's monkey enclosure. And since it's mating season, the park director said, "We thought it would be a creative way to encourage our females to show a little affection to males that might not have been so lucky in love." How horrible do you feel with your life when you are a Marvin Gaye impersonator singing to get monkeys in the mood?
I want to know, I want the analytics of this I want the analytics of this project.
Do you really?
I want to know. No, I do. I want to know later. I don't want to see him singing. I don't want to see any monkeys, but I want to know later how many more monkeys were born this year as opposed to previous since he was there. And if it worked, I want that man to win $1 bajillion for it.
The Marvin Gaye effect.
The Marvin Gaye effect.
Mm-mm-mm.
All
right. Super Bowl. Who you got? Who you got?
Oh, I have to cheer for Cincinnati. I have Rams fans in my house too. I have to.
Jay says who day.
I'm not surprised. Yeah. Knew that.
I don't really have a team in the game. And I said before, I'm cheering for the Rams. Just
right.
I don't know. the feel. But either way,
Right. Because you're bitter. Yeah.
I'm not bitter. I'm just a little like irritated, not bitter.
Okay.
So,
Whatever.
and I love when people go, "Oh, don't you want the team that knocked you out to win the Super Bowl?"
Me. Yeah. No,
Not really.
that means you're bitter.
No, it is. They are
That's
close.
the definition of bitter,
Yeah.
Milby.
I'm pumped for the halftime show.
Listen, that I thought Jay was going to say I'm for halftime is what I thought he was going to say because it is a all-star lineup.
I have seen these articles and people talking that kids are going to get a life lesson come Super Bowl Sunday if you're watching with your
My
parents.
kids are fired up about it too. And so when we heard the lineup, we may have been at the dinner table or we were all around the kitchen table or something. I can't remember. And so we proceeded to play our boys' music from each of these people, and it turned into like a little dance party. I can't wait.
Oh, it's on. So SoFi Stadium, they've been rehearsing the halftime show. SoFi Stadium set up large speakers outside the stadium, and they've been blaring rock music so people can't hear what's going on with the halftime show.
I love it even more.
Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop, Eminem, Mary J. Blige.
Yep.
That's going to be hopping, liking it.
Yep.
You guys doing a party or anything like that?
So I'm waiting on my kids to make their decisions because I feel like I need to know what they're doing and where they're going to be before I can make mine. And so I think that we're going to go over to a friend's house early, but be home before Super Bowl and watch the second half at home. Because I kind of want the best of all worlds.
Yeah, we're going to a friend's house we always go to watch it.
Yeah.
So be a good time. It's always fun.
I like to get together for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always fun. But at this place, the women go upstairs and the men go downstairs. But we have women in our group that are big fans of sports. So they want to be downstairs.
There you go.
I think we're going to see infiltration this year on purpose.
I think you should mix it up.
I think so.
When you walk in the front door, you go, choose now, up or down.
Yeah, if you want to be upstairs, you can chatter. You want downstairs, you watch football. Jennifer, we downstairs watching football.
Yep.
That's what it's all about.
I will be downstairs too.
So Wordle, moving on out past the Super Bowl, because it's wall-to-wall Super Bowl coverage. Everybody's talking about Wordle.
I nailed it today. Today was a 3 for me.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah,
good for you.
I really should have had it in 2 based on what my first guess gave me, but anyway, 3's good for me.
So do you have a specific word you start with and you don't have to share?
No. I know people that do that way. So they cover as many vowels as they want or as many. No, I just have to go with like my gut when I look at the puzzle.
So there are words that tips are being given out on certain words to start with.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to give, I don't want people cheating. So I'm not going to share that. Yeah. But there are spinoffs of Wordle coming out.
Oh, I know.
So there's this guy that actually, he had a Game Boy and he was able to create Wordle on the Game Boy.
Oh, cool.
Certain limitations on the amount of words they can have, but they can do that. But the internet's obsession with this has created these spinoffs. Like last week, one of the top trending topics on Twitter was Taylordle.
Say it again.
Taylordle.
What? Taylordle?
It's a variation of Wordle in which the solution is a nod to Taylor Swift, whether it's a song title, album title, the names of current and former romantic partners.
Well, there's a lot to work with there. Taylordle.
So there's a Taylordle.
I would be horrible at it, but I'm sure some people love it and rock it.
Okay. And then there's Dordle, is where you've got to solve 2 5-letter words at the same time instead of 1.
That would be hard for me.
You get 7 guesses instead of 6.
I would need 17.
There is Absurdle. Keeps a record of 2,315 possible 5-letter words, and you essentially trap the game's AI into only having 1 of the 2,315 options left.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah. There's all kinds of those out there.
I don't know what it's called, but there's one with numbers. And I was like, I wonder if I'd be better at that because sometimes I'm better at numbers than letters, but I don't want to try anything else. Like I refuse. Like I'll talk about it, but I don't want to do it because Wordle is perfect for me. I'm good with 1 a day. I'm good with, that's it. That's my limit.
Yep. You gotta, and Jay says there's a loodle too, which I can only imagine what those words are.
Oh, yeah, a Loodle. Or I was waiting on you to say there was like a dirty Wordle or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
there is. If not, there
I'm
will be.
sure. I'm sure.
It will be soon.
Yeah,
So there's those options. Wordle's still moving along, hopping
so fun.
along.
I do
I,
like it.
I still have not played it.
Well, you're a loser. Okay.
I know. I knew that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Wine punt. We mentioned that earlier that we would cover that.
I've been waiting this whole time and it took you 30 minutes to get there.
Well, I mean, it takes a little bit of time to get there. Do you have any idea what a wine punt is? I'm going to give you an option to give you an opportunity, that is, to tell me what it is.
Multiple choice?
No, one. You get one shot. What is a wine punt?
I said somebody kicks a ball of wine and I catch it and drink it.
Okay. Hey,
a wine punt is a container of wine for a party.
it has something to do with the container, so I'll give you half a point. It is the wine punt is the indention in the base of most of the wine bottles. So in the bottom where they've got that indention, that's the wine punt. So if you're at a Super Bowl party and your fancy friends are like, would you like some more wine? You're like, oh yeah. Well, that bottle was very nice. It's got a really nice wine punt on the bottom of it.
So what's the purpose? Do you know the purpose? Or you just didn't know that's what it's called?
It's just the term. I just know what it's called.
Interesting.
Just sharing a little knowledge.
I like it.
Just for you. You just never know.
Well, there's no punt in a box of wine, so.
I mean, are you really telling your friends that you drink? Well, I guess box wine is not. Box wine is not bad.
No,
right?
It's not bad. It takes all kinds.
Yeah. All right. Final story. We've got whole milk, white milk. I saw a TikTok video the other day where a guy was like, "This is vegan. It's strawberry milk."
That's funny.
And we all laughed about it. You know, I had to chuckle about it. There's oat milk. There's all that good stuff, right?
Yeah. Almond milk. There's all kinds of stuff.
Potato milk is here.
Oh.
When it comes to dairy alternatives, already lots of different milks to choose from. The latest could prove to be a game changer due to how available and cheap that its main ingredient is. It doesn't sound like the most delicious thing in the world.
Do they make it in Idaho?
I would think they have a very large supply of potato milk. You know, it doesn't sound appetizing, but neither does oat milk, soy milk. None of that sounds appetizing to me.
I will tell you that I don't drink milk by itself. Like, I'm not a person that enjoys a glass of milk with anything. I just don't. But I'll use milk when I cook or in things and when it's in recipes. And so I don't really get caught up in, I don't like a sweet milk. Like if I'm using an almond milk, I don't want a sweetened almond milk. Or if I'm using, like, so I buy my whole family, if anybody's drinking it, we always keep 1% milk. And that way you have a little bit of fat in it, but not too much. And if you're cooking with it, you still have a flavor and you can drink it. So I don't venture very far from that. I'm 1% or unsweetened almond.
Brian Dennis said, just heard about potato candy. Dude, you got to try that stuff.
That's a thing.
That's good stuff. Potato candy is
the
great
milk
candy.
Tastes like potato candy. You would change your mind in a heartbeat.
Oh, most definitely.
All right, let's try it. Let's find some and do a taste on the air.
So the world's only commercially available potato milk brand is in the UK. So, but if you're dying to try potato milk, you will be happy to know, Jana, that you can make it yourself. There are dozens of recipes available online.
Nobody's squeezing potatoes in my house.
I'll look to see if we can't make us some potato milk.
Nobody has time for that.
Yeah. Ain't nobody. I am not putting potato milk in there.
Squeeze all those little almonds. It takes a while for the milk to drip out to make a whole glass.
And you got forearms of
I can only imagine about potatoes.
I don't even want to know how you milk a potato. All right, so who day, as Jay would say, and Jana. I don't know what the Rams say, but either way,
they say we lost.
Happy Super Bowl. Don't forget Valentine's Day on Monday. There's still time for you to get those on Etsy for $200 and some odd dollars. Maybe I'll wear them on the next show.
Get those if you don't want to have ever a Valentine's Day again, ever.
And you are welcome for me not sharing the picture of somebody wearing those. Just the
Thank you.
All right. This has been show number 143 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. That there is Jana Clark, community fanatic. And this has been Bacon in Your Mailbox on this Thursday, February the 10th. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, y'all.